It's the 27th of June 2024. Welcome to Camnet Main News at 19:30 with me, Naomi Msoya. The headlines: youths in Western Province appeal for standalone health structures. UNIP calls for opposition unity. LCC signs twinning agreement with ROSTOV-ON-DON to enhance waste management and infrastructure. In international news, police clash with protesters in Kenya as military patrols the streets. In sports, Zambia face Kenya in 2024 COSAFA Cup. These and many stories coming up after the break.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UBZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UBZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UBZ Courier. Call us now on +260 763 062 680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodland, Lusaka, Zambia. UBZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
Another news in detail. A shopping complex along Lusaka-Simson Lane is urging the local authorities to resolve a garbage disposal dispute between the shopping area and Simon Welwa Lane. Commissioner Gondwe, a cleaner at the alley, told Camnet News that workers from Simon Welwa Lane, allegedly under the directives of Mr. Chitambala Mwelwa, are dumping waste in the area. Meanwhile, the owner of the Simson building maintains that each building is responsible for managing the waste generated by the vendors operating there. More in this report.
Traders at the named Lusaka shopping complex along Simpson Street are calling on the local authorities to stop the illegal dumping of garbage at their alley by allegedly Simpson workers who dump the waste every evening. The traders at the complex tell this journalist that their premises have waste collection points around the building and do not understand how the alley has been turned into a dump site. And Commissioner Gondwe, a cleaner at the said building, says he has on several occasions had altercations with the alleged Simpson workers who dump the garbage at the alley.
Simpson we na ti chitambala eule tama wekazi bakwe no kwisaposera kunuma so ilyatena lemwe bati iwe if you are posera kunuma tampiro kushauta no mwine wa Simpson afya ukofolera ndetapale ukofolera so ine ndefwe chichala bafuye ko bali kwata mapinka.
And building representative Mr. Chanda Fidelis has questioned why the waste collected from vendors that pay to Simon Mwewa must be dumped at their premises.
We pay for the vendors' waste because we have our bins inside here. The bins are there. You can go, I show you the bins. Then we dispose them off. Why should we help those vendors? And if that is the case, how about these other people that are these neighbors from this side? They are not experiencing this type of a problem. Well, why should it be this? That is our main worry. And we are asking you people, because we've complained with the council. I told the council came here and they took whatever here. But nothing is happening.
Meanwhile, Simon Mwewa says the money collected from vendors is used to pay 15 workers who sweep the vending area every day. Mr. Mwewa adds that each building is responsible for the waste produced by traders in front of their premises.
15 people to sweep the street, and we've asked all the business houses to participate, but they don't want to participate. So we've said, look, whatever we find in front of your building, we are going to deposit it in your alley. Just like Simoson. When we sweep debris in front of Simoson, we take it behind Simoson, the alleyway behind Simoson. We don't take it anywhere else.
Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Lusaka City Council has entered into a twinning agreement with the city of Rostov-on-Don in the Russian Federation. Speaking during the signing ceremony, Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala says the agreement will support collective efforts to enhance Lusaka's waste management system and drive significant infrastructure investment. And Ruli Ochidivov, head of the Rostov-On-Don administration, expressed hope that Lusaka could achieve similar progress through the twinning agreement. More in this report.
The Lusaka City Council has June 27th signed a twinning agreement with the Russian city of Rostov-On-Don. The agreement is expected to seize the unique opportunities from both cities for the benefit of the people from the two countries. Speaking at the meeting, Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala says the signing will cement and add an official seal between the city of Lusaka here in Zambia and Rostov-On-Don in Russia. She adds that she is confident that the agreement will yield tangible progress for both cities for years to come.
Resolve and sense of mutual ownership.
Представители прессы, обратите внимание, что с помощью совместного настроя и взаимосотрудничества
we strongly believe that this partnership will create new opportunities for economic growth, cultural and education exchange programs, including tourism and resource mobilization.
And Russian ambassador to Zambia, Azim Yarkmedov, says the Russian delegation coming to Zambia is a step to further develop the ties between the two countries.
Приезд делегации города Ростова-на-Дону – это еще один шаг, еще одно подтверждение стремления наших народов дружить, развивать и помогать друг другу, чтобы оба более продвигаться к более лучшей жизни.
And the arrival of delegation from Rostov-on-Don is another step to develop our friendly ties, to develop cooperation between our countries, and so the people of our countries can develop together.
Meanwhile, the deputy head of the Rostov-on-Don administration hopes that the partnership will transform the city of Lusaka as it twins with the city of Rostov-on-Don.
Rostov-on-Don, which produces civilian and military helicopters.
Россельмаш производит более 150 моделей модификаций сельхозтехники.
Rostov-Mash produces more than 150 models and modifications of agricultural machinery.
Поставляет свою продукцию более чем в 40 стран мира.
And delivers its production and delivers its goods to more than 40 world countries.
Also at the event, Civic Leaders Representative Independence Ward Councillor Muwotu Madienkuku says the councillors are excited to learn useful skills towards enhancing development in the city.
Extremely looking forward as civic leaders to going to Russia to learn more.
И хотел бы завершить свою речь, выразив надежду, что мы, представители местного самоуправления, сможем отправиться в ваш город для того, чтобы больше ознакомиться с как у вас там ведутся дела.
And with your hard work, Your Excellency, that of the TC and our colleagues from Solid Waste Management, we hope to replicate the things that we've been taught here in Lusaka City to make it a better place.
Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
Adolescents in Mongo district of Western Province are appealing to the government to construct standalone structures in all health centers for easy access to health information. Victoria Iyampumpu, representing her peers, made the appeal in an interview with Camnet News in Mongo. Meanwhile, Gaston Zulu, SAFED's country representative, noted that most adolescents, especially in rural areas, lack access to health information. He appealed for a collective effort to combat the high levels of early pregnancy amongst adolescents across the country. More in the following report.
Adolescents in Mungu are urging for a dedicated building to access information, citing a lack of knowledge as a significant contributor to the high rates of early pregnancies. Despite effort by the government, most health centers lack stand-alone facilities, but SAFED, a non-governmental organization, is complementing these efforts to improve healthcare services for adolescents. Gaston Zulu, SAFED country representative and Mungu District Health Promotion Officer Nawam Kama are leading this initiative.
A project that we call the Partnership for Social Accountability Alliance. Now the project has been focusing on trying to improve the health outcomes for adolescents and young people, and in this case particularly in Mungu District. Now you might be aware that of late, of course, we've been recording an increase in the number of teenage pregnancies and unwanted pregnancies amongst young women, and this has become a worrying thing to us as SAFEDs, but also to the project. We're also calling upon the central government and the Ministry of Health to continue trying to, allocate adequate resources towards the Ministry of Health, because then we cannot back to retrieve the time that we have lost.
We have realized that indeed adolescent health is very important, as these are the future generation. Like this meeting that we've held today, it's very important that it has brought on board various stakeholders who will look into it to ensure that there is supplement of the government efforts to ensure that the adolescents access the services that they want, receive the information that they should have, and also explain to the adolescents on the issues and certain activities that they themselves ought to undertake.
Adolescents in the area have expressed concern about the issue, as Mungu District, like other districts in the country, struggle with the high levels of early pregnancies and HIV and AIDS among adolescents.
We have a challenge of adolescents where we do not have a friendly space. Early pregnancies for the young girls, and also on the sexually transmitted diseases, and it would really teach us a lot as adolescents, and it would reduce of dropping out of schools, spreading of HIV. It would really help us as a community.
Easy way to end this is to have a constructed health-friendly space where peer educators that are trained can be able to offer services to these young people as they come.
Camnet News in Mungu District, Western Province.
The maternity annex at Chikankala Health Post has been completed and is soon to be commissioned and operational. Kanchiwia Town Council Public Relations Office, Joanne Zulu, says the infrastructure development demonstrates the local authorities' dedication to providing quality healthcare services to the residents of Kanchiwia. Ms. Zulu mentioned that the maternity wing was constructed at a cost of 893,161 kwacha and 36 ngwe from the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) and is designed to meet the expanding healthcare needs of the community. More in this report.
Kanchiwia Town Council is pleased to announce that the newly constructed maternity annex at Chikankala Health Post is completed and will soon be commissioned and operationalized. This significant infrastructure development is proof to the Council's commitment to providing quality healthcare services to the residents of Kanchiwia. The maternity annex came as a presidential directive and was built at a cost of 893,161 kwacha and 36 ngwe of the Constituency Development Fund (CDF). It is a modern facility designed to cater for the growing healthcare needs of the community. The facility will provide a safe and comfortable environment for expectant mothers to receive prenatal care, deliver their babies, and postnatal care. We are thrilled to bring this much-needed facility to our community, said Mr. Joseph Zulu, Council Secretary of Kanchiria Town Council. The new maternity annex is a reflection of our commitment to improving the overall health and well-being of our residents. We believe that every mother deserves access to quality health care, and this facility will help us achieve that goal. The maternity annex will be staffed by skilled healthcare professionals who will provide comprehensive obstetric care, including antenatal care, delivery services, and postnatal care.
The opposition United Independence Party, UNIP, has urged other opposition political parties in the country to support the ruling party and focus on politics in 2025. Speaking during a briefing in Lusaka, faction president Henry Muyoba observes that the country has been plagued in division due to the greed of wanting to lead. Meanwhile, Mr. Muyoba disclosed the acting registrar of societies, Maria Mulenga, has certified the party's leadership. More in this report.
Political factions have not spared some political parties in the country, with the latest being the once formidable United Independence Party, UNIP, in the post-independence era of Zambia, where factions have also emerged. According to the acting registrar of societies, Maria Mulenga, the certified party president is retired Colonel Henry Muyoba, who has taken to the media vowing to protect the principles of the party and calling on opposition political parties in the country to support the party in power, the UPND, before the 2026 elections. Mr. Muyoba observes that the thirst to always want to be president has led to the country being plunged into tribal talks and threatening development in the country.
No political parties in Zambia support a political party which is in power. And 1 year before presidential general elections, they are free. Are you with me all? They are free now to campaign for their own political party. The current situation of criticizing one another, calling other people's names, and also of taking each other to court on political issues, is not good.
Retired Colonel Muyoba, in addressing the media Thursday, also challenges the citizens to wake up and claim the resources the country owns, unlike leaving them in the hands of alleged foreign nationals, fearing such actions may loot the country's riches.
Why should we surrender? Why should we surrender our own God-given resources into hands of foreigners? And you have brought in another evil thing, where you are selling big portions of land to foreigners. You educated younger, very handsome and beautiful young ladies. Where are your grandchildren going to stay? If you sell all the land, did we obtain independence for you to sell the land of Zambia? Can I go to India or China or Britain and me too? Can they allow me to buy land? No.
Meanwhile, the opposition party has applauded the strides being made under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, by the UPND administration and urges for decentralization of all sectors to the district level. I want to request you is, on agriculture, consider going back to UNIP formula of having state farms in the old districts. Nelson Zulu for Camnet News, Lusaka.
A 39-year-old relationship manager from a named bank, Misozi Kalilo, has told court that there was no $250,000 flown into the account of Infrastructure Minister Charles Milupi between March 2021 to August 2023. Meanwhile, another witness, Ngoza Mulanga, 42, a private banker, testified that Finance Minister Stumbekom Sokotwane did not receive the alleged $250,000 in his account. In this matter, independent Lumezi Member of Parliament Munia Zulu is facing 3 counts of libel defamation charges before Magistrate Davis Chibweli. The state accuses the lawmaker of publishing defamatory matters against the two cabinet ministers by way of a press conference in which he alleged that the duo corruptly received money amounting to $250,000 each through a bank transfer from an unknown company. The Minister of Science and Technology, Felix Motati, has announced that the Zambian government is in the process of establishing an artificial intelligence framework. Mr. Motati said Zambia is currently formulating an artificial intelligence framework strategy in collaboration with the Tony Blair Institute. He said the country is also working with the European Union, EU, to develop a startup bill. Mr. Motati highlighted the significance of an enabling framework for the deployment of the IA, emphasizing that the government is actively revising the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act, which plays a crucial role in facilitating the deployment of the AA.
The AI framework, what we are doing is, one, with the help of the Tony Blair Institute, we're developing what we are calling the AI strategy. We're developing the AI strategy. Working with the European Union, we are also developing the startup bill. Because this enabling framework is important for the deployment of AI. We are also reviewing our cybersecurity and cybercrime, an important pillar in the deployment of AI.
As we started our engagement yesterday, under the banner The Future of AI in Africa Global Summit, we were reminded of Africa's immense potential in the technological landscape. The world is evolving rapidly, and AI is no longer a distant dream, but a transformative force, reshaping industries, economies, and societies at an unprecedented pace. Today, we must ask ourselves, where do we stand on this global stage as Africa? Are we active participants or mere spectators? The answer lies in our ability to embrace and leverage AI to tackle our unique challenges and harness our abundant opportunities.
You're watching the Camnet menus at 19:30. We take a break. When we do come back, we have international as well as sports news. Keep watching.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road, PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589 or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm. IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UBZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UBZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UBZ Courier. Call us now on +260 763 062 680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodlands, Lusaka, Zambia. UBZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
Thank you for staying with us. In international news, Kenyan police on Thursday clashed with protesters in Nairobi before planned protest against a contentious finance bill, despite the president's decision not to sign it after the plans sparked deadly chaos in the capital and saw protesters storming and burning part of the parliament building. Protesters who said last week that they would march to the State House on Thursday say they still don't trust President William Ruto, who said the tax hikes would be withdrawn and budget cuts would be made. Here is a roundup of international news.
Russian President Vladimir Putin welcomed his Congolese counterpart Denis Sassou Nguesso in the Kremlin on Thursday. Sassou is the latest African leader to visit Moscow, which has stepped up ties with African nations since 2022. The Russian leader praised Sassou's contribution to developing Russian-Congolese ties. You personally have done a lot for the development of Russian-Congolese relations. You took part in 2 Russia-Africa summits, and you're making the necessary efforts to develop our cooperation in almost all areas. I mean the political level, and recently trade and economic relations have been noticeably developing. We're grateful to you for your joint work on the international stage. Overall, everything is working out for us. The Congolese leader has been in Russia since Tuesday. This trip is expected to culminate in the signing of agreements on energy, trade and security cooperation. We would like to discuss with you and other officials the best way to advance the cooperation between our countries in all fields, including economy, finance, defense and security. We need security nowadays. The Russian president also awarded Sassou with an Order of Honor for his contribution to developing Russian-Congolese ties.
Kenyan police on Thursday clashed with protesters in Nairobi before planned protests against a contentious finance bill, despite the president's decision not to sign it after the plans sparked deadly chaos in the capital and saw protesters storming and burning part of the parliament building.
The spark this time was the finance bill that purported to increase taxes or strange type of taxes in order to raise money for an exorbitant budget that was making no sense. And to make matters worse, the government was not able to explain why it contradicts itself.
The protesters, who said last week that they will march to the State House on Thursday, say they still don't trust President William Ruto, who has said the tax hikes will be withdrawn and budget cuts will be made.
The way forward is that there need to be discussions, and the president is willing now to engage rather than to beat chest. So the reason why people are demonstrating has been removed. by just saying he's not going to accept it.
The military has been patrolling the city of Nairobi despite a Wednesday court order that suspended their deployment to support their police during the protests. The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Wednesday and William Ruto also urged the protesters to call off planned protests and give dialogue a chance.
Authorities in the Democratic Republic of Congo have approved the use of 2 mpox vaccines in response to a significant rise in cases and the spread of a dangerous new strain. Since the start of last year, Congo has seen over 20,000 cases of mpox, leading to more than 1,000 deaths, predominantly among children. Mpox, a viral infection that spread through close contact, causes flu-like symptoms and pus-filled lesions. While most cases are mild, the World Health Organization and scientists issued warnings about a more lethal strain of mpox emerging in Congo's South Kivu province. Congo reported its first human case of smallpox in 1970, but has never had widespread access to vaccines or treatments for the disease outside clinical trials.
And finally, in sports news, the Chipolopolo boys renew their rivalry against the Harambee Stars in what promises to be a top draw fixture in Group B of the ongoing Hollywood Beats COSAFA Cup 2024. Zambia's first opposition, Kenya, has assembled a youthful team keen to dethrone the perpetual winners, Zambia. This is the first time the two teams are meeting at COSAFA Championship, where Zambia remains the most decorated team in the competition's history, having banged it 7 times. Kenya beat Zambia with 2 goals. That item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of stories making headlines. Youths in Western Province appeal for standalone health structures. UNIP calls for opposition unity. LCC signs training agreement with ROSTOV-ON-DON to enhance waste management and infrastructure. In international news, police clash with protesters in Kenya as military patrols the streets. Sports, Zambia face Kenya in 2024 COSAFA Cup. We now look at the Camnet verse for the day, coming from the book of Ephesians 4 verses 32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Naomi Msoya. On behalf of everybody involved in this production, pleasant viewing. Keep watching Camnet TV.